So we've got a pretty cool class this morning. So we've had a pretty low energy couple of days, and it's actually got a bit of a low energy feel to it outside. It's a bit foggy and it's a bit slow today. HJ especially was a little bit sluggish this morning.
It's full moon, so don't.
Full moon, something. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. We're just going to get started straight away. So we're going to make our way up into a Vajrasana posture, which is going to be a kneeling position. Very nice. So not everyone can actually sit with their hips over their heels, so that's understandable. You can actually put a block underneath your heels, in between your heels and your hips, if need be, or you can even just sit cross-legged as well. But finding your position there, I'll give you a moment. If even cross-legged is uncomfortable for you, then make sure you're sitting up on a block or something like that. But either way, here we are. We're just going to start off with some breath. So what I want you to do first is just bring your hands to somewhere comfortable. They might be resting on your pelvis, wherever's comfortable for you there, HJ. And then bring your chin into wherever your hands land. You're going to bring your chin in towards your chest and lengthen the back of your neck towards the ceiling. Perfect. So you might just bring your chin up just a touch there, HJ. That's it. Take some small movements through the shoulders if you need to. Good. And remember, if you're whatever seated position you're in, if it's already uncomfortable, then you may consider transitioning into something else or supporting yourself up on something. Anyway, so we're just going to start with some breath. So you can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Start to breathe in and out through the nose if you can. If you're all blocked up, then maybe doing your best to breathe in through the nose, and you can even sort of press the air out through the lips, if that's easier for you. But we just want to settle into this space. We want to find our way into this space. We want to find our way onto the mat, into this room, wherever you are. Let the world disappear around you. Bring yourself into your body, not your head, because it's going to be distracting and conflicting. Bring yourself down, bring your awareness down into your body. Feel your awareness run down the back of your neck even, and sort of dissipate out over, or spread out over your body, sort of from your spine outwards. And just tap into that sound of your breath here. And you might start to deepen the breath a little bit as you become more and more aware of what your breath is sounding like, what it's feeling like. Perfect. Very nice, HJ. Just getting really settled in now. And we're actually going to move into this really nice, energizing breathing technique called Kapalabhati. That's a funny word. It's got fart in it. But and we're gonna go into that. So basically, it translates to energizing or skull cleansing. So the idea is it's going to lift us up into a sort of a higher state. It's a really nice pranayama technique, and we're gonna move into that now. So what we'll do is, HJ, you might bring your hands just to your lower ribs here. And that's it, or just to the soft part of your abdomen. And this is going to take a little while if you haven't done it before. It takes a bit of getting used to. So the idea for what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in. Then you're going to, in a short burst, breathe out through the nose. You can do it through the mouth, but it's not as effective. But you're going to breathe out through the nose in a short burst. And then you're going to sort of let the diaphragm relax, which will inherently sort of take a short breath back in. So it'll be a little bit like, that's it. That's it. It's kind of like if you imagine you're pushing the air out of a cushion, it sort of springs back a touch and HJ's away. And what we want to do is we might start off with 5 of those. And eventually you're going to run out of breath. So we want to sort of synchronize it. So maybe we do 5 or 6 out breaths until you feel that emptiness and that sort of drawing up under the rib cage here. Then you want to take a deep breath in at the end, sort of just reboot, open the mouth, and then exhale, breathe out through the mouth So we're going to do 5 rounds of that. And don't get too full on with it, so don't get too crazy with it. But just have a play. So we're going to breathe out. That's it, and she's breathing back in. Let's go. Slow it down a little bit there, HJ. Long exhale. That's it. Now, HJ is pretty used to this technique. I'm just going to get you to slow it down for everyone else a little bit. So lengthen the exhale breath just a touch. Good. One more. And that'll be it. Exhale. Now, what I want you to do is just let the hands fall down by the sides of the body, let the shoulders roll out a little bit. Find that length in the spine and just come back to your natural breath there. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. So back into our yogic breathing where we expand the upper body, contract the lower body slightly on the exhale.
I think I have a head rush, that's okay.
You've probably got a bit of a head rush. Don't operate heavy machinery straight away after doing this. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit more awake and the energy's more up into the body now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some movement here. So we're going to reach the arms out to the side. Good. Now, the first thing we'll probably do is flip the palms up and reach towards the ceiling. And then flip the palms over and exhale, come all the way down. Nice. Let's do 4 more of those. So using that breath, try to inflate the sides of the body. When you're ready, using the inhale, HJ, palms facing up, well done. And exhale, bring the hands back over. Nice. So she's just opening the shoulders up a little bit. We'll do 2 or 3 more. And exhaling. Once again, just try to balance that energy. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And she's going to reach back out to the sides with her hands here. And what's tempting is to actually lift the arms up using the shoulders, but we don't want to sort of bring the shoulders up towards the ears. So keep the shoulders nice and sort of keep the chest bright and the shoulders soft away from the ears. Even if you have to bend the elbows a little bit, and that's cool. And you probably will have to bend your elbows for this next movement, because what we're going to do is draw the fingers or dorsiflex the fingers back towards the wrists. That's it, which is going to sort of open you up over the forearms a little bit there. Now, for some of us, we may not have to. For others, you might need a big bend. It's a bit more like spreading your wings. And from here, we're going to find that length in the back of the neck. And we're going to hold for 5 breaths. So doing your best to sort of press yourself away or press the air away from your body through the palms and flex back on the fingers. And then you're lengthening through the tailbone up. That's it. So you're holding it there, HJ. And then that's it, drawing the chin in towards the chest. So let's give that 5 breaths there.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, you feel it in the forearms there. You can bend the elbows a little bit. That's it. So find that sort of equilibrium there. We don't want to be sort of torturing ourselves. Maybe a little bit of discomfort. It's good for us. Now, she's probably had about 3 breaths. We'll do 2 more. Find that inhale, exhale. Perfect. Very nice. Inhale, 1 more. And then exhale. She's just going to bring her hands down to her hips now. That's it. Roll the shoulders back a little bit and let them really fall away from her neck. Perfect. Then she's going to bring the chin back in towards the chest. Find that length. Bring the right ear over to the right shoulder. And she's going to inhale, come back up. And exhale, come over to the left shoulder. That's it. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, come over to the left shoulder there, actually. Brilliant. Let's do a couple more on each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Over to the left side. And exhaling. Brilliant. We're going to come back up to a neutral position now. She's going to take it 1 step further. So if you're sitting cross-legged, you'll be putting your palms under your hips here, so the knuckles will be facing down. HJ, you might have your hands just in between your hips and your heels there. That's it. So you're sitting on your...
I think I'm still.
Do they? And she's going to really draw her shoulders away from her ears now. And then she's going to take a deep breath in and bring her right ear towards her right shoulder one more time and press the left ear towards the ceiling. She's opening up over that left side. She's going to take 3 breaths here. That's it. So that whole left side of her body is opening up. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's change sides. Coming back up. And over to the other side there. Inhaling. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. Perfect. Now come back up to a neutral position. Just roll the chin around a little bit here. Perfect. And then we're going to come back into a hands and knees position, or we can come up into a hands and knees. Just going to spin yourself around there, HJ. Come up onto hands and knees. And if you've been sitting for 10 minutes on your heels like HJ, then you probably really want to release into the tops of the feet. So she's going to tap out a little bit. Perfect. She's going to bring the knees together now, and she's actually just going to do some circles with the hips. So you're going to bring the knees right together and just swaying from side to side, doing some circles into the hips. Brilliant. And coming back in the opposite direction. Very nice. Perfect. And bring the knees out nice and wide. She's going to sink back down, toes together, that's it. And just press off one knee and sort of rock herself over to one side here. So you're pressing off one knee. That's it, yeah, you got your back, that's it. Yeah, so you're sort of just rocking yourself from side to side there, that's it. Just for that release in the knees, release into any sort of releasing any tension in the lower back that might have accumulated. Very nice. And we'll take a deep breath in, HJ. Let your heart melt down into the mat there. And then we'll come back up onto hands and knees. Bring the knees back underneath the hips and sinking back down over the heels here, extending the arms right out in front. Keeping the elbows or the arms active by pressing down into the palms. Take a deep breath in, let the sides of the body expand here. Give yourself a long exhale. Lengthen the spine as the hips sink down over the heels. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, extend up the spine from tailbone to crown. Exhale, let the tailbone melt down towards the toes. We're going to do 1 more of those. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, and coming back up onto hands and knees now. She's going to find herself a high plank variation. So she's going to bring her shoulders forward, tuck the tailbone under. That's it. We're going to move like that in a little flow. So she's taking a deep breath in and then exhale, coming back down over the heels. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, tailbone tucks, and she's engaging front body. We're warming the shoulders a bit here, coming back up. And then the exhale brings her back down. Inhale, coming back up. And staying with it, that's it. Now, Aisha is really strong in the upper body, so she's really bringing herself forward here. We're going to do 1 more. We're going to hold for 3 or 5 breaths, so it's up to you guys. So Aisha, if you wanted to, you could actually tuck the toes and you could go up into a full plank there. Now, this is not mandatory. Aisha is pretty strong. She's been hanging around yoga teachers for a fair while now, so she knows her stuff. And we're going to take 5 breaths from here. Now, you might be on your knees. You might not have your shoulders as far forward as that, so you might just be protecting the wrists a little bit more. Whatever works for you guys, find a little bit of warmth in the shoulders, make sure you're grounding through the knuckles. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhale. HJ, you're going to come down to your knees now. Exhale, everyone down to the knees, and then bring the hips back over the heels. Brilliant. Slide the hands back. Back by the hips there, HJ, that's it. Palms facing up, and just roll the shoulders out a little bit and just release out over the front of the body. Release any tension that's built up there. So you might be rolling one shoulder, you might be rolling the other. Very nice. Perfect. Let's all take a deep breath into the back of the body. And bring the hands together, take a bind here. That's it. Now, if there's any problems with the shoulders, you might just rest the hands on the hips. If you feel like going any further, you might draw the shoulder blades together, reach towards the ceiling. Now, this is just really nice release after those sort of little high plank movements. Very nice, very nice. Take a deep breath in, HJ. Long exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling. And just going to exhale, release now. Going back up onto hands and knees. You're going to slide the hands forward. So that's it. So you're up on hands and knees there. And she's just stacking her hips above the heels, above the knees, and her shoulders above the wrists. And that's a perfect way to start. So what she's going to do from here is make sure grounded down through the knuckles, as always. We're going to take a deep breath in. She's going to extend the left arm. We'll start with the left arm just so you can see what's going on. That's it. And you don't want to reach the arm so far up that the lower back has to collapse to sort of accommodate for the shoulder. And you can even have the palm facing up sort of towards the midline, so knuckles away from the body there if that makes it easier. That's it. And she's going to bring that left hand back down. She's going to inhale, reach out in front of her. That's it. Yep, right hand. Deep breath in and lowering down. Inhale, left hand. So we're building up to 3 breaths here. We're just going to take 1 for now. And then lower back down. Inhale, right hand. That's it. So you're reaching right out in front and try and create as much length between tailbone and fingertips as possible. And then coming back down. Now the left side, we've got 3 breaths here. That's it. Good. And she's tucking the tailbone a little bit and staying really nicely engaged in the front body there. She's not dipping into the lower back. And she's also not doing any extreme sort of movements in the shoulders either. 1 more deep breath in, HJ. And lowering back down. Let's go straight to the right side. Reach that right hand out in front. That's it. Keep sort of, you want to draw the shoulder back into the socket a little bit as well. So we're not sort of extending the arm too far away from the body. That's it. Stay with it. Deep breath in. Long exhale. I've given her 1 extra breath. Sorry, HJ. Bring that right hand back down. She's going to sink straight back down over her heels. We're going through a little chaturanga flow. So she's going to reach her arms right out in front. Engage the arms. That's it. Come up. Use the exhale to lower herself down. Brushing past the elbows, pointing the toes and pressing the chest forward. That's it. Nice. Lower back down there, HJ. We're going to do 1 more of those. And she's going to hold for 3 breaths in this posture. So when you're ready, inhale, lifting. Press down through the pubic bone, HJ. That's it. Nice. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale. And for this last breath, she might even take the hands away from the mat. So she's just supporting, just bringing the palms up off the ground there. That's it. Deep breath in. Lowering down, HJ. That's it. Lowering all the way down. Bridge of the nose on the mat. Pressing through the hands. Coming back up onto hands and knees. Tucking the toes. We're going to head straight into downward dog here. So this is our little flow. And HJ gets the top sorted there. Way up in downward dog. That's it. And you can walk your feet forward a little bit if you're slipping, HJ. That's it. Very nice. Now, she's got a big bend in the knees, and I always highly recommend this big bend in the knees. Like, we really don't have to worry about straightening the legs or planting down through the heels. It's about this lovely length in the spine here. We're not here for long, just 3 breaths. So find your 3 breaths, everybody. Find your posture. Spread out through the fingertips, press down through the knuckles, lift through the tailbone, wrap in through the sides. All of that going on. Just this last breath, deep breath in. Then she's going to exhale and walk her feet towards her hands. Perfect. She's going to slide her hands up her shins, find a half lift there. That's it. Bend the knees a little bit there, HJ. Press the chest forward, flatten out through the spine. Very nice. Exhale, folding forward, big bend in the knees. She's going to sweep up to a standing position, everybody. That's it. Bring your hands down to heart center now. Sama Sthiti. We're going to just take 5 or 6 breaths here in our standing position. Now this is a really beautifully energetically balanced pose because we're grounding through the feet, but we're also lengthening through the crown of the head. So we're up in the sky, we're down through the earth. Find that connection. You're breathing the air from the world above you, but you're grounding down through the earth below you. Feel that connection meet in the middle. Maybe even close your eyes if you've got the balance there. Stay with it. Let the neck get long. Feel your roots grow down through your heels. Feel the roots grow out of your toes. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale, HJ. If your eyes are closed, definitely open your eyes now. We're going to step that right foot back. You're going to take a big long step backwards, so make sure there's not a cat or something behind you. You're not going to step on something. Some people have a cat when they're practicing. Just a thought. That was a bit weird, but anyway. So she's going to take warrior 2 here. So her back foot's 90 degrees, and I think you could even bring that front foot forward a touch. That's it. Nice long stance there. Start off with hands on hips, and she's just going to open this right hip outwards a little bit towards the edge of the mat. That's it. And then she's going to bend into the left knee. Perfect. Now making sure that left knee doesn't come too far over the left ankle, so you could even pinch the toes, bring that left foot forward a touch. That's it. Nice. And most importantly, we're not dipping into the lower back, so she's drawing her sides in, she's drawing her ribs in towards her spine. Brilliant posture. That's really, really nice, HJ. Take a deep breath in, which is natural. Exhale, sink down into that left knee, and then she's going to do this nice transition where she straightens out through the left leg, spin out with the right foot, spin in with the left, and sink down. I'll get out of the way so you can see her lovely posture here. Now let's move with breath a little bit. Let's come back up. Inhale, spin out, spin in, and sink down. That's it. Now we're keeping the knee stabilized as well, so that left knee is not falling in or out. It's in line with her toes. That's it. Coming back up and sinking down. She's keeping her chest bright, and that energy, once again, from the soles of the feet up through the crown of the head. Coming back up and exhale, sinking down. And see how, have a play with how smooth you can make that transition. We'll do 1 or 2 more on each side. Inhale and exhaling.
I might crease my forward.
Sinking down, that's it. Coming back up and bending into the left knee. Coming back up, right side, sinking down on the right leg, should I say. Now we're going to do 1 more, so we're going to come back up, bend that left knee, sink down. She's going to hold for 5 breaths here, everybody. Extend the arms out to the side there, HJ. Very nice. Press through the palms, flex back on the heels. No, flex back on the fingers. Fingertips, palms, yeah. Flex back on the palms, that's it. So she's keeping the chest open. She's drawing the shoulder blades together a little bit. Now this is a pretty energetic movement. It's a pretty strong movement. So she has to stay stable in the lower body. Her belly's drawing in. That's it. She's got her wings spread out, but she's not pushing out too far into the palms that it's compromising her wrists at all. And she's breathing deeply. And she can even gaze out over those left fingertips. Very nice, HJ. Let's take 1 more deep breath in. Really express your posture. Sink down. That's it. And then coming back up. Well done. Very nice bit of warmth in that left quad now. She's going to spin around and do this lovely transition we've been practicing. Sink down over that right knee. And there's always tempting to sort of sink the chest down as you come down, but she's staying upright. Brilliant. Make sure there's plenty of weight on the blade of that foot there to keep the knee stabilized. Let's spread your wings. Very nice. Soften the elbows, brighten the chest, flex back on the fingertips. So you're sort of in all 4 corners. You're energetic through both feet. You're energetic through the palms of both hands. You're energetic up through the crown of your neck. Brilliant. And HJ might be even staring out over that right shoulder. That's it. And she's pressing into the palm there. She's going for a big high five. That's it. And she's slipping along the mat. These are hypermobility perks. That's it. Nice. So you might even bring your toes in just a touch there on that left foot. Very nice. This is our last breath, everyone. Really express the pose. Sink down. We'll stay with it. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Then we're going to come back up. Now, so you're going to switch back to warrior 2 on the left foot there. That's it. So left toes forward. Right foot 90 degrees. Very nice. She's going to come in through dancing warrior. Come down to the left knee. That's it. So right hand to right thigh. Flip the right arm, reach up. That's it. Right hand to right thigh.
Oh.
Flip the left palm, reach up. Flip that left palm, bring it down to the left knee. Right palm flips and reaches out now, all the way up overhead. Bring the right hand down to the mat here. That's it. And then we can sort of spin up onto the ball of the back foot, come down to the right knee, step that left foot back. And here we are, home safe. Sink down over the heels, HJ. Very nice. Resetting in Balasana in the variation of your choice as well. So whether that's knees in nice and close, whether that's knees out wide, whether it's rocking the hips from side to side, whether it's with the arms resting behind you, palms up in sort of traditional Balasana. That's cool as well. Give yourself 5 breaths. Try to make sure your neck's long. Try not to be looking forwards towards the front of the mat. Even a little tuck of the chin is preferable here. And I'll stop talking and let you guys breathe just for 3 breaths. Let yourself melt in. That's it. Deep breath in, HJ. And a long exhale. Inhale. And a long exhale. That'll be our final breath as you exhale, let the shoulder blades fall away, and bring the hands back under the shoulders wherever they may be. Coming back up onto hands and knees. She's going to walk her knees towards her wrists and come back into a seated position. And you may even spin around. Well done. She's already there. She's going to bring her heels, her soles of her feet together. That's it, into Buddha Konasana. Now, if you feel a bit of a tilting in your pelvis here, you can elevate yourself up on a block. Yeah, and she's going to elevate herself up. Or a blanket. So this is a really cool little trick that AJ's doing where you kind of just put your tailbone up on, you sort of just elevate it so your hips can, yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, that's so, and then your hips kind of just rock forward. That's brilliant, AJ, very nice. Now what we might do is we might have our hands on our shins. They might be wrapped around the feet, wherever works for you. Take a deep breath in, lift through the chest. Very nice. And then exhale from the hips first, start to tilt forward here. That's it. So you're keeping that nice upright posture in the spine. That's it. Very nice, actually. Really nice. Just going to take 3 breaths here, and then we'll do a sort of a more restorative variation of the posture. I always like to put both in. Very nice. Perfect. Last one. So she's going to use her next inhale to come back up. Then she's going to exhale, actually just let herself tip forward. So she's going to let her spine bend here. You're going to tuck the chin a little bit. That's it. So you're fully tipping forward. Imagine if you're trying to bring the crown of your head towards your toes. That's it. And although Aisha is super mobile in the hips, she actually has a fair bit of, she doesn't have as much mobility in the upper spine as you might think. So as she tips forward, that's it. You can even start to plant your tailbone sort of down into the mat. Then bring yourself forward. So you get this lovely big opening out over the spine there. Let your shoulder blades separate even. You don't have to tuck your chin too aggressively. We're just looking for that nice big sort of arc from tailbone to crown. Now, we breathed into the chest. We breathe out through the hands. We breathe down through the feet. Now we want to breathe into the ribs and the back of the body. So we're sort of energizing all 4 corners of the self here. We've even breathed up into the head with a bit of skull cleansing. So hopefully we're all kitted out at this point. Take 1 more deep breath in there, HJ, and a long exhale. Using your arms to sort of guide you back up into an upright position. So always gently making your way back out of the pose there. That's it. And then she's going to come off the support if you need to. So it might be off a block or a blanket. And make it way down into a reclining position. So however that happens for yourself. We're laying back down on the mat. Go. Very nice. This is going to take either half happy baby or full happy baby. So you might start off in half happy baby and just demonstrate that. That's it. Just hands to knees. That's lovely. You can bring the knees in sort of towards the shoulders or in towards the armpits a little bit. If she was to take full happy baby, she'd be threading her arms up through the inner edges of the knees, reaching for the outer blades of the feet there. There's no problem for HJ. She's gently drawing down on the hands, but she's actually gently pressing up through the feet as well. Good. And I like personally to sort of rock from side to side. It's not for everybody, but at least there's no risk of footsying the person next to you in a class. That's always my fear. Brilliant. Take a deep breath in, everybody. And a long exhale. One more deep breath in. Release the hands. Wrap the arms around the shins. Big bend in the knees. Big hug. Curl yourself up into a tight little ball. Inhale. Extend the legs, unfold. Find your Savasana, everybody. Very nice. Take any movement you need to make your way back into the full expression of your Savasana. You need to put anything under the knees. You need to prop up the back of the head. You need to tuck the chin if you need to draw the shoulder blades in a little bit or let them separate a little bit. Definitely let the feet spill out nice and wide. Let's take our last controlled breath for this class with a big inhale and a long exhale through the mouth even. That's it. Completely let go of your breath, completely let go of any effort. We're all done. Whatever you're laying on, whether it's a mat or a blanket or the floor or the carpet or the grass, let that little space be around you. Let that little space be your complete world for the next few moments. Create yourself a little bubble. Create yourself a little bubble of stillness. A little bubble of protection. And let yourself melt in. Let everything go. And all effort has just melted away now. Just a few more moments. Notice if any intrusive thoughts or sounds or anything has come into your little space. And just allow it to all sort of disappear. Then we'll take a deep breath in. You might gently open the eyes and exhale gently through the mouth or the nose, whatever works, and make our way up into a seated position. We'll meet up cross-legged. Shove over to HJ. We might bring our hands to the backs of the thighs or the heart center or whatever works. We might just soften our gaze or close our eyes. And give yourself just a few moments to be in the world, to be upright, to be energetic, but still and undistracted and focused and calm and content. we'll gently bring hands to heart center. Open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, HJ.
Namaste, Lee. Thank you.